All right, so now we're moving on to the free response questions. So I actually think these are less stressful than the multiple choice because you don't have that added pressure of accidentally grabbing the wrong answer. But we're still going to treat all of these the same way. We're going to treat them exactly the way we were in the previous parts, where we just treated them as free response and then use process of elimination to find our circled answer. All right, so the first one, number 17, says use log diff to find the derivative of the following function. Your final answer must be a function of x, and remember to use correct notation when you write your final answer. So we've got y equals x to the cosine x. Now I want to make a comment about this. They actually specify log diff here, and you can actually see this is a old problem from the spring 2022 final. Technically speaking, we don't have to tell you to use log diff. You have to use it, but we don't have to tell you, because one of the things in the derivative rules that we learned is the structure of the function should indicate which rule you should use. So similarly to the limit we did earlier where we had indeterminate powers, right? You have a variable in the base and you have a variable in the exponent. There's no rule that allows you to take the derivative of this function in this form. And logs are the only thing that let us separate the exponent from the base. So that would indicate that log diff must be used here. So they were being quite kind and then when they structured this problem to give you that clue of, hey, you got to use log diff for this. But so the first thing we're going to do is take the natural log of both sides, and natural log lets us pull the exponent down. So the natural log of y will equal cosine x times ln of x. Now we've created an implicit function, and so we need to use implicit differentiation from here on out. So the derivative of this outside function, natural log of y, is 1 over y. The derivative of the inside is dy dx. This will always create a product rule for you in this situation. So the derivative of the first function is negative sine of x times the second function plus the first function times the derivative of ln of x, which is 1 over x. Solve for dy dx. So we solve it by just multiplying both sides by y. You can write that whole step out, but you can also, as you move the y over, replace y with what it is in terms of x, because that's what our final answer needs to be. So y is x cosine of x times natural log of x plus cosine of x over x. And on these, we're told to put a box around our final answer, so just make sure we're following the instructions, and that would be the response.